Ron Fellows, who is obviously, retirement has really meant you have a lazy time of it, Ron. Huge success at Le Mans, but this year it didn't start out quite so smoothly last night, right?
Well, I think, you know, it's typical here, as you well know. This place can be pretty intimidating when it's dirty, and you tend to run the car as trim as you can, so that makes it oversteer. And with corner speeds in the 150-mile-an-hour range, it makes it for anyone at any age.
Yeah. After last year, I mean, it's not, you should never expect or anticipate a win, but after last year it was very disappointing.
Well, I guess, and the disappointing part was the fact that, you know, we were running a lot faster in the rain, catching up, got back on the lead lap, and then safety car comes out for the last 50 minutes, and only went green for the last lap.
Unheard of, actually.
Unheard of, yeah. But they did go green because it's never ended under caution.
After 24 hours, that would be a disaster.
Yeah, so it was frustrating, disappointing, which is why we're back.
And this year you've done you've done the longer distance races, is your thing.
Yeah, a little bit of NASCAR, and yeah, just kind of fill in where they need me, occasionally in the Cadillac the last few years, and Speed GT, and then I've done the Pontiac GT a couple times this year in Grand Am.
If ever there was a rock star of the paddock, it's Doug Fehan, Corvette program racing manager. Doug, you're here, Le Mans again. A bit between your teeth after last year, I'm sure.
Yeah, we weren't particularly pleased with the way last year's event ended. We had a strategy that put us in pretty good shape for when it rained, and the last thing we expected would be the first time in history for them to pull a yellow flag at the end of the race. So kind of caught us out. We weren't pleased about it, and so we've kind of had that burr in our saddle for the last 11 months.
One thing is with Corvette, it's like when you ask someone, you know, are you going to work out harder? I mean, you guys always try hard. So it's not that you can step up your game there. It's just, in which areas could you have improved?
We don't have any stretch goals here because we run it simply 100% all the time. The thing, when you look at areas in which you try and improve, is how acutely you understand what you've just done. If you can take a very in-depth look at where you were, digest all the data, and come back, you can identify areas in which you can improve. So you can only improve if you're smart enough to improve. You got to recognize where you got to get better, and these guys are all capable of doing that, and that's what we've done.
Corvette is the Corvette Racing team. However technically advanced it is, it's very much a family affair, which is a carry-on from the Corvette community in America. Yes. So a message to your Corvette community.
Corvette community, make sure you stay tuned to Speed Vision for their intense and in-depth coverage of the greatest motor spectacle in the history of the world, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, of which Corvette has won 5 out of the last 7 times. Maybe it's 8. 5 out of 8, I think. This will be our 9th time here.
You should have done movies, you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a career there waiting for me. As soon as I get a couple of hair transplants, I should be fine.
When Tommy Lee Jones dies.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And maybe I'll try out for the Rolling Stones too.
On l'a pas encore vu, j'ose espérer, et sans trahir le secret, à mon avis, l'usine est quand même derrière, donc ils seront à la...